Cashman.
How you doing, everybody? This is Daniel Rivera. We're going to go ahead and talk about stock trading. Mostly we're going to be talking about long-term stock trading for the average person that's working maybe at a factory, maybe making $9 an hour, $9.50. That's what I'm making right now. And for anybody that's even making $14 or $20 an hour, even people that are making $100,000 a year, this will work for them too. I mean, it works for pretty much anybody that's having problems saving their money. I mean, you may think that somebody's making $200,000 or $20,000 a week is not gonna need any help, but trust me, it doesn't matter where you're at, what level of income you're at. Your expenses will always raise to fit it. You know what I'm saying? Me, I only make on average. I make $9.50 an hour. If I just work a regular week, I don't work 40 hours. I work 12 hours for 3 days, but sometimes I work 4 days. So if I did overtime, I would bring home around $400 a week. So, and what do I do with that? I put $200 away for rent. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, it's all pretty much gone. Either way, either way I look at it, I try to save as best I can, but this is going to be pretty easy. We're going to cover a pretty easy way, which is the save at least 10% of your money, and we're going to try to invest it into the stock market long term and figure out where we would be, okay, in 5 years. How can we do that? We're going to have to look at the past stocks. What would happen if we would invest 5 years ago? That's the only way we can do it. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, but we're going to try to manage our risk the best way we can, okay? By maybe putting half of our money here and half of our money here. Any way we could do it, that's what we're going to try to do, okay? I'm going to have to split this episode up because I'm using the Bandicam. It's a free software, and it only allows me to record for 10 minutes at a time. I think you could upgrade it too, but it's alright. It's a free software. I have no problem with it. Okay. I look at Warren Buffett. Everybody know who Warren Buffett is. He's an investor. He likes to buy businesses. I mean, pretty much we all know who Warren Buffett is. Okay, let's go ahead and exit out this page for a second here. We got Apple. We got PayPal right here. What we got here? We got Wayfair, which is, I believe, a company that's owned by Warren Buffett. At least I believe that. And I think this is Nike, okay? Now we're going to kind of go through what would you have done right now if you decided to pick this. Me, I'm just thinking in my head, what does Nike got going on in their life, okay? What's going on with Nike right now? I mean, all I can do is look at the headlines and see what's happening, because we're not really investing we're not doing short-term investments. We're doing long-term investments, so it almost kind of doesn't matter as long as you think that Mike Nike is going to be at $61 right now. If it's going to shoot up to $81, then that's the decision that you have to make. That's a $20 gain on each stock that you buy. So really, that's all we're doing. We're doing long-term savings. We're not doing day trading, nothing like that. Okay, we're trying to invest for our future. I'm sorry, I'm holding my computer in an awkward manner here. Let me go ahead. All right, just so we can go through the process of what we might do. We're technically doing a long-term trade, so we're not trying to go in depth figuring out what's going to happen in the next hour, okay, or maybe in the next day. We could do a somewhat long-term trading, which involves days. You know what I'm saying? Maybe days. Well, I'll show you that in a little bit here, but we're not talking about no short-term dailies trading or nothing like that. Okay, headlines. A 3D printer shoe raise. How's Nike Under Armour? I guess Nike's being challenged by Adidas at the moment. Facebook, Fitbit, Nike, Apple, suppliers, lead last year's insider trade. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm just kind of looking through it here. Alright, I don't really see too much, just a little bunch of nonsense, like kids and, just regular stuff that you might hear at like a gossip channel or something. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the summary, which is what's going on with Nike at this moment. Just going to let it load up here. Like I said, I got PayPal, we got Wayfair, and we got Apple. We're going to kind of go through all of these. I might have to split this video up. I'm already at 5 minutes, so we're going to probably split this up into a couple videos here. Alright, here's Nike right now. The daily range is between $1 and $1.15. I mean, $61.15 and $61.82, which means that's the sort of the low and that's the high right now. I'd say it's kind of in the middle range, maybe a little bit going towards the high range. This is the 52-week range, which means about this whole year, kind of where it's gone. So they're saying that it's probably been around $47 at the beginning of the year. Whenever, I'm not sure if they're counting from right now to when it was last, like on April to last April, or if they're counting on a certain day, like November to December. I'm not sure how they're calculating that, but it's pretty much saying that it was at $47.25 to now it's gone up to $68. Now let's go ahead and think about that. That's $47, $57, $67. So that's like a $20 jump right there. Right now it's at $61, so I would say it's more like a $15 jump right now. Now why is it down to 61 when the high was at 68? Let's go ahead and look at it right now. Let's go ahead and look at maybe a 5-year. Right, 5-year average right now. If we can get it to load up. Only got like 7 minutes left, I'm sorry. We're going to go ahead, like I said, we're going to do like part 1, part 2, situation like that. Alright. I probably shouldn't have put up so many of these. Maybe I'll take down Wayfair and we'll just leave that one on soon, I guess. We'll probably load it. We'll probably add an extra video for it. Okay. Now, as you can see, once we can go down here, alright. Now, as you can see, this is why it's low. 65, almost 66, so it's probably getting close to 70 or 68 or so. It hasn't truly reached 68, but you can kind of see it right there, or 60, yeah, 68, whatever else I was trying to tell us. So they're probably expecting it to reach 68, but it actually dropped back. Now, why did it draw back? Maybe Adidas and them, who knows? Let's go ahead and look at the Max. Okay, this is the drawback up here that we were just looking at. So let's go ahead and look at Adidas as it is. I mean, Nike as it is. See, we got drawbacks kind of all the time. This is when it started peaking right here, and yeah, we can get a damn date on here. Around 2000, I'd say 2005 or something. This is 2002 area, so I'd say around 2005. Okay, we've got jump, pull back, a big jump, pull back, big jump, pull back, big jump, pull back, big jump, pull back. You know what I'm saying? Another big jump, pull back, and now we're ready for another big jump. Could you ride these jumps? Yeah, I guess you could probably ride these jumps. Like right now, I'm saying would be probably a good time to invest in Nike. It's April the 3rd or the 4th. So yeah, you could probably invest in that if you wanted to for those jumps. Now these jumps right here were one of the other ways I was talking about investing in those jumps. You could kind of come out to like maybe a 6-month or a 3-month level and kind of invest in sort of a short-term dealio where you kind of invest in these little jumps. This one is kind of erratic at the moment, but maybe we go out to a year to date situation. That looks